So, ma'am, we have seen in the previous session like uh, numpys we have covered, and pandas I have shown you like how you can read like from the URL any data set, COVID data analysis we have seen, data understanding we did. Now that is one part now that is we are left with, that is called data visualization. And this data visualization means how you can visualize your data, how you can find out the pattern in the data. This is one of the most important, I can say, module in this data science, or you can say data analysis, where in the form of graph you have to analyze it. Analyze in the sense, as if you remember in my early videos, I have explained you how you can find out the pattern, and I have given an example also, like for fuel price with inflation rate, means how fuel price is depends on the inflation rate, and how it is changing with the change in the dollar price in the market, right? So I was trying to give you a relation on that. Now today I will going to show you practically those things, like or first I will going to show you what are the tools that we're going to use. So you can see this actually in this visualization, lot of in Python org there is nothing to like syntax was not given, so I'm using another website. You can see this real Python one you can use toward data science, and this data visualization one library you can use it. And here you can see there are some libraries, matplotlib, just like pandas we import, right? You might have seen we were installing pandas, or we were using import pandas as PD. Similarly, there is a libraries or package you can say that is used for visualization, matplotlib. This matplotlib is specially used for 2D graph, in order to draw the 2D graphs. And they use numpy for making some calculation. Okay. And this you can do it either in the any Python IDE, like PyCharms and all, or you can use it in a Colab and Jupyter Notebook also, how you can draw it. So there are different kind of graphs are there: line graph, bar graph, histogram, scatter plot. So different kind of graph you can draw it. Now another thing is that there is one more library that is called Seaborn library. This Seaborn library, you can say the most advanced version of a Matplotlib. Matplotlib is just used to draw 2D graphs, 2D plot, and these are not the detailed one. But these Seaborn are very detailed graph, and you can see it. They use completely on the base of data set, pandas library, right? Pandas data set. But you read it, it's completely based on that. And means statistically where you want to find it out the pattern, statistic where you use it, mean, mode, median, probability, or standard deviation. These are something which you use it there. This Seaborn libraries are helpful. Now here there is some more library, this Bouquet, Altair. These are also there, but we don't use that much this one. ggplot we use sometime. This ggplot is a library which is used to draw the graph in a different color, shape, and size. But mostly we use this Seaborn library and Matplotlib. This is for the basic one. You can remember this Matplotlib library, which is for 2D graphs. Seaborn is a more detailed one where you have to do statistically analysis on the data. Okay. And the third one, this Bouquet and Altair, we don't use that much, but this is also depends on the different data set, JSON and all. Plotly is also one there. But we normally use this Seaborn, Matplotlib, and ggplot. Now, as I said you, how you can uh, understand like which one is more better, uh, your graph is. Okay, like this graph you can see, this is telling you relation between, you can see there is a relation between X title and Y title here. This is showing you the count of child, man and woman, you can see in the form of graph. Okay, similar thing you can see in the form of table also, right? A child can have a value nearby something less than 3000. It should come here. If you see, it is coming something here, so something less than 3000. If you see this one, okay, so if you draw this one straight line here, it will be something, it will come 13,500 something. And this one, this line, if you draw it straight, it will be something near to uh 12,000, greater than 12,000. Okay, and so you can see this in the form of graph, you can visualize it, right? Same this graph you can draw it on the means vertically also, instead of horizontal bar you can draw it vertical also, right? So how you can decide it, this there are several way of representing the graph. Some people they prefer to represent in the form of horizontal graph. Some people they prefer in the form of line graph. Line graph also you can uh, draw it here, right? So there are different way of drawing it. It's completely depend on you, okay, which graph you want to draw it. Now I hope it is clear to you, like means why do we means why do we make a graph, okay, from this data visualization. See, means reading the set of data will time consuming. So when you want to show any pattern to somebody like this one, this is very easy for decision making. Normally in the company, what actually happens, there are three stage of working. First, not three stage, I can say there are multiple stage. First is data collection. First you collect the data. Second thing what you do data processing, means which is relevant data that you will collect it, okay, you do data processing. After that you apply algorithm. Algorithm means you apply algorithm like what actually you want to get out of that data. Once you get out of the data, you visualize the data. Is it clear to you? Visualize the data means data is collected, process, you write the algorithm to to read the data. Second thing, you visualize the data. So visualization is this one, means uh, just by looking into this graph, I can get an idea, okay, how many is the woman, how many is a man, how many is a child of the total population. So you can see this, this is, you can say, the gender, y axis is telling you the gender, and this axis is telling you the count. So this is representing it. So this, the main motive of this visualization is what? Decision making and getting insight out of the data. Is it clear to you?
Yes, sir.
Any question, anything that you want to ask or not clear?
So
सो इसमें ये होता है कि ये थ्रू ग्राफ के थ्रू आप डेटा को अंडरस्टैंड कर सकते हो। और ये सबसे ये तो लास्ट स्टेप लोग करते हैं, बट मुझे ऐसा लगता है कि फर्स्ट स्टेप हमें ये करना चाहिए। बिकॉज वंस वी कलेक्ट द डेटा, आफ्टर डेटा प्रोसेसिंग, इवन आफ्टर डेटा प्रोसेसिंग ऑल्सो यू कैन डू दिस स्टेप। So to get the idea, like how many number of count of populations you have, or some, suppose you want to see the variation in the price of the fuel for the past 5 year, that also you can see it, right? This data visualization you can do with different tool also. Excel में भी हम कर सकते हैं data visualization, and same thing you can do with other tool also. There are a lot of tools are available in the market, that also you can do it. But normally as a data analysis, data engineer in the company, they use Python. Why we use Python? Now this is a question. Why we use Python when we have a lot of tools available that make our task easier? The only one reason is Python is open source. We don't need to pay any amount for purchasing license. Okay. Now this is the one reason that Python is an open source. You don't need to purchase any amount for purchasing the license. But what about the tools? Microsoft Excel. When you work in the company, you can't use the free version or pirated one. Okay, pirate, because in the company you have to use the genuine software only. So we can't use the pirated or like a uh, copy version, right? So that's the reason in purchasing a license, you need to pay the large amount, because when we work at the commercial base, obviously the pricing will be more as compared to the like a personal use. So that is the reason people prefer to use Python instead of tool to draw this graph. So this is one most important reason. If anyone asks you, you should also say the same. And this is the correct reason, that because it is an open source. The other tool like Tableau, Excel, Microsoft Excel, nowadays you go to the market. Okay, nowadays like I'm also planning for purchasing laptop. So when I see in the online shopping, the price of a laptop is why so high? The reason is because of processor and configuration. That is true, but nowadays they are giving genuine Microsoft operating system to your laptop, and that is the reason nowadays the pricing of the laptop is increased, because the genuine OS will come around 8 to 10,000, and 8 to 10,000 you can say, or max to max 6 to 7,000 it comes, and that will be really costly. Okay, and that is the reason that people prefer to use open source software. So this was a small introductory part, a small introduction, that why do we use this. So this step you can note down, or if you remember it, that collection, processing, algorithm, visualize the data, and through this visualization of the data, you get this two thing. You It will help you to make a decision. Based on the prediction, it will help you to make a decision, or it will getting insight out of the data, means it will give you information of the data. Like here what is telling you, this graph is telling you the count on the basis of gender, right? How many total count of women, men, children are there, like this. Okay, let me rub this. Okay, now how you can set up an environment on this. Okay, let me rub this also. I will going to share the link also with you, because this data visualization part, there is in Python org, pandas, you won't get it, but let me check if you get it in the matplotlib.
Yeah, I was trying to find NumPy and pandas on uh, pandas.org. Why is it not available there?
Sorry, which one? I'm sorry.
NumPy and pandas.
Yeah, what you
So
want a
why,
document?
yeah, why
It's
is it not
there.
available on python.org?
It's not available in the python.org. It available separately. NumPy org and pandas org link I've already sent it to you on that
Right, right.
Yeah.
But it has all the other functions and modules. It
No,
talks
but
about many other things,
it's
but
about
not
the
Python.
library. It's a library. It's not comes under Python. It's a package that you have to install separately to work with that.
I see. Okay.
It's not added in this NumPys and all. NumPy, Matplotlib, and Pandas, Seaborn. These all are different libraries. They are not included in Pandas. Means sorry, Python. It's later on because of our use and requirement we are using that. In Python org we can use a core Python, but when we want to explore it, then based on the requirement, the developer they have made different packages, and this packages also easy to make, not like means anyone they can make the package and they can introduce it and you can install this package. That is the reason. But now we are using Colab. So in Colab, NumPy, Pandas, they are already installed. But if you want to install anything else, then you need to write pip install like this, right? So those are already available. And nowadays, because without the use of Pandas and NumPy you can't read any data set, and that is the reason we are using it. But they can be find it out in a different file. You need to type numpy org to get the document related to the NumPy. Click on this documentation and you will get the whole documentation tutorial when you click it. Similarly, when you want to click on Pandas, just click on this Pandas org. And once you click on this Pandas org, these are see this you can see it here. These are the library and the authors are different, right? Python, who has made this Python, you can see Guido van Rossum. He's a developer of that. But later on, due to the requirement of reading the data set for statistically analysis, scientific analysis, the person like you, me, or like other, they develop a different packages. You can see Wes McKinney. So they have made these packages and they have later on um, licensed it, and they have like introduced it into the market. So it was not a part of like a Python. It's just an added to the Python. So like you can see here matplotlib. In this matplotlib, you can get several graph. You can see line graph. This matplotlib you can draw it. Pie plots are there. So like this, several graph will be available. Different graph you can form it. It depends on your requirement. This is called line graph, sinusoidal waves. In physics, we have this sinusoidal wave and all analog signals. So you can draw different kind of graph here. If you want to see the example, you can click on the example and you can see it. This is a different graph. You can see bar label demo in the sense, when you click on this, you will get this example. If you want to try, you let's see, we can try it also. See, I will show you with the practical only. I'm following this document also. So if you want, you can also follow it. I will going to share the link with you. This is matplotlib org. In that document, some of the examples are given. You can try with that. I will going to explain you the meaning. Let me try it on the Colab first, and we can do it parallelly. Let me give you one example based on the document, and then I will explain you the code that I have also made it. So here what I did, just like import pandas is PD, I have used import matplotlib library. Inside this library, I have used pyplot. This pyplot is one more file, Python file inside this library that is used to draw the graph. Okay, and then NumPy I have imported it because I will going to work on numerical data. Now, what is the next thing is here. Now you see this. Um, in the previous only I've explained you, right? So now here we have defining our data here. What data we are defining here? That I have a number of data 5. Man mean means I'm taking three you can say three labels: man, woman. Okay, I'm taking two label. Man means, woman mean, man standard, woman standard, and then I will going to arrange it. I will going to explain you each and everything. Let me just run this, and then I will explain you. If you want to try parallelly, you can try parallelly with me also. Let me share you the link first. You can open the collab and just try it. Let me share you the link. Okay, sorry. Yeah, I'll send you the link. You can open it and you can try it. So I run it, and you can see the right marks is appearing. It means that it's already executed. Now let's run again, and I will see the code. So this was my data. This was the library I've imported. And now here I wanted to draw the graph. Okay. So let me first run this, and then I explain you.
Could you please explain me the data one more time?
Yeah, sure. I'm explaining you. Let me run first run this. We are getting, okay, we are able to run this, but why we are getting error? X plot has no attribute bar plot, bar label, X plot, P1, P2. Okay. Just 1 minute. Here I have drawn it, and then I have take the bar and a color line width. Score tickles, yeah, correct. Legends. It's failing here. X dot by B label type center, and it is failing here. X subplot object has no attribute bar label. Okay, let me check whether the graph is appearing same or different. Okay, graph is same. Okay, labels are not coming, right? Okay. Okay, no issue. You can check it from here also. In case, suppose you also stuck, just click on this available options, like why this error is coming, and based on that, we can reduce, we can solve it. Okay, here I am getting same error here. So, okay, they have not mentioned any solution, any comment. Okay, let me check once again. Okay, add access. Okay, add access. Okay, somewhere I use add access. Okay, P2, P2 labels, P1 label type center, P2 labels, label type center, add access. So here, but here I have not used any Bar label P2 label type center. Okay, let me run once again. Label type center. But why is label type center? Xplot has not a bar label. Just 1 minute. I just resolve this error first. Let me check it why it's okay. There is some version issue. Here it's showing some version issue is coming. Bar label is relatively new. If you don't have a method on your access, you are using old version. Okay, my matplotlib version is 3.3.4. I thought it was due have a latest version. Okay, okay, yeah. Okay. What is the current version? 3.4.2. Okay, let me try it. It's I'm installing the new version. Let me check. Okay, it is having 3.2.2. Let's try because there is a version issue is saying in this collab the matplotlib is having 3.2 and this should be occur because of it should occur 3.4. So I have to install 3.4. Okay. Okay, yeah. No. P1 label type. Xplot object has no attribute. Bar label. Okay, let me check. Okay, bar label. Okay, bar label it should not have. Are you getting the same error? Are you are you trying with me or you are going to try later?
I'll try later.
Okay, yeah. Because you might also fail because this is in the document. So this document, I think it's a old one, and that's the reason we are getting error because of this bar label. So let me check this bar label. Now might be this bar label has changed. Let me check it. This bar label they might have uh, changed it. Bar label is relatively okay. It's a new, and if you don't have a method on your access, you are using an old version. So you can see the version at the top of document. So makes no, it's a set color one. Attribute no color. So there is no solution is given here. Okay. Matplotlibs. This is an add access one. X no attribute bar label. Okay, no given. Okay, anyway, we will going to check it. I will going to check this one. Yeah, so I was explaining this example, right? So here, in order to visualize it, you need to install first this or install, or you can just import it. In case when you will work on your local system, then you might need to install this library pip install matplotlib when you run on your Jupyter notebook. But when you run on this Colab, you don't need to do it because Colab already have this. Just need to check once the version, because obviously this Colab will have a old version 3.2.2, and recently the matplotlib 3.4.2 is available. Now here what we are doing, you can see from the graph, um, I am taking the data, okay, mean data 20, 35. I'm taking just a set of data. With the help of NumPy, I'm taking a set of data with inside the variable man mean and woman mean, and similarly two more variable I'm taking, that is men std, one variable I've taken, or woman std is one more variable I've taken, and in that I have taken the set of values. Okay, now here what I'm doing, in this variable I and d, I am going to read with the help of NumPy for the x location a range n. So n means how many value? 5. So this x value will, x-axis means this one. Okay, this x-axis will be assigned with the 5 element. Why 5 element? Because here you can see I have taken int np dot arrange n. So I have taken 5 element, and I will going to consider that the width of the bar, okay, the width should be 0.35. Means I just declare a variable here. Width means what the width of this bar, and here I am considering only the 5 unit on my x-axis. Now how this